Profe, just initial thoughts on the night.
Okay, very disappointed with all this adversity, especially that we keep losing players and at this moment of the season. Uh, Also for our response, especially in the second half, that I think we could have been better. We play against a rival who, again, especially in that half, put a lot of people in between lines, and we couldn't manage it and all sustain the ball a little longer. At least we can have some initiative. So that was a big part of the difference in the game. We couldn't get out of that domination that they have in the second half, and that cost us because we may be sad of conceded in the last moment of the game, but it's not that, but it's the whole thing. I think in the second half we could have been better, and they were better than us in that half. And in the first half it was much more a game that could go either way, but we couldn't sustain it on the second half.
Awesome.
Oscar, you kind of mentioned just losing players second game now where you've had to burn an early sub. This time it's your captain, your defender in the back line. Just kind of how tough is that to, with already a depleted lineup, not a lot of bench, to have to make a sub that early, move pieces around and just, essentially change the entire game plan?
Right. No, very clear. And I was just losing a player as it happened in the last one game also. It obviously make us change a lot of things in the game plan, but not excuses. We were waiting for a better response. This adversity keep coming, but I'm always use it as a way just to develop another research, and we can keep seeking another answer because that makes us stronger. And I think we respond well the first part in the first half, but second half I think we did not. And at the end, when we make the analysis, obviously we're sad for these things that happened to our rowing. We'll see.
Oscar, thanks for your time. Just curious to get your thoughts on this second half, especially. You had to move some pieces around. Do you think that affected the team's ability to string passes together and keep possession, or were they just starting from a position of dropping too low?
Definitely, we were dropping too low and too quick, but the response that we had with the substitution, it was much better in the 25 minutes in the first half after rowing came out. I think our response was better. We needed to move a lot of people. I was waiting for maybe that weakness of we're moving too many, and probably that's not going to keep our sequencing or our chemistry. But the first half we respond better. In the second half, probably we can accuse that it was noticeable that we were not synchronized with our ways, and it may be possible that changing the position and have to adjust to that many places, it costs us. Surely that could have an impact in the game.
Profe, buenas noches. En lo positivo de todo esto, quería preguntarle sobre el performance de Nico Rodríguez y también cómo evalúa su progresión en la liga, y también obviamente cómo jugó como tácticamente el equipo después de la pérdida de Robin, y qué le podría decir a los fans después de este partido. Gracias.
Bueno, Nico creo que tuvo un buen partido en el sentido de que por lo menos acumuló muy buenos minutos, pudo expresar un poco más con más consistencia durante el partido eso que él tiene, su fútbol. Lástima que no pudimos tener un poco más de dominancia, que pudimos tener un poco más de altura con nuestras líneas para que estuviera más cerca del arco. también reconocerle el esfuerzo que hizo defensivamente y el esfuerzo que hizo en posición donde hay que correr, lo hizo muy bien. Con respecto a los fans, pues mira, siempre es amargo y mucho más perder en casa, enfrente, además porque hoy tenían una energía espectacular. No hay nada mejor que ganar en casa, marcar 3 puntos para ellos y realmente nos deja ese sinsabor y nada que decir a ellos, darles gracias por el apoyo y nosotros responsabilizarnos, especialmente el entrenador en mi caso, de que los resultados que ellos merecen deben ser mejores.
Profe, a pesar del resultado, ¿cómo usted categoriza la participación del pulpo de Pedro Gallese? Gracias.
Bien, pero ha tenido, yo creo que este último tramo ha tenido mucha consistencia en sus buenas actuaciones y esa seguridad que nos da Pedro pues es saludable para el equipo. De Pedro nada que decir, él aparece cuando tiene que aparecer. Tenemos un gran respeto por su performance.
Michael.
Oscar, just curious what you were going for tactically by swapping Nico and Ivan to the opposite side of where we typically see them play. Was that just to help the fullbacks out wide?
In the first half?
Yeah, pretty much for the rest of the game we saw Nico on the left and Ivan on the right.
Oh, yeah. Well, we see we trained during the week that model. We were short on substitutions or people in the bench. Nico can do that linear job that Ivan normally does, and we knew that we were weak in the middle. We did not have one midfielder or holding midfielder in the bench. We have Fabi Loyola that can play much as a playmaker or false winger. We have Chakur as well that he can play in those positions at that, but we didn't have that one in the middle who can probably reserve some energy for us, especially in the second half. So we train with Dagur and Edu. Dagur knows that position, and we trust Ivan in that role, or being, because he does it in the left. And Nicole being linear, he could give us probably a different look, having a left angle and having Luis as a playmaker and Duncan occupied in the box. So the intentions were just to use that leg as we do it with Spicer sometimes in that linear situation. And Ivan just help us on the right back so we can bring energy in the middle, because we needed to drop Kyle. He did a bunch of things in those positions.
Awesome.
Oscar, kind of going off of Kyle and just, again, having a player like him that is versatile, that can pretty much play anywhere you need him. Just how important is it having a guy like that, and especially in a game like this where you don't have a lot of options off the bench?
Right, yeah. It helps because his experience and his calmness help us, yeah. And in the moments where we need not just use that, but he must or obligate us just to do these movements. So he can do it. He knows those roles, and the respect that I have for those functional players in our teams. Yeah.